This is what I believe from my religious journey. I'd like to share with you some of the memories I've made throughout my life so far, because I know there are still many more memories to come. I believe that liturgical music in the Catholic Mass is essential in lifting our spirits and making us emotionally involved in the way that we feel the music. I believe that it's not just about listening and understanding the word of the Lord, but also about being able to feel the word and relate to it in a certain way. As I was growing up, my family was always involved in the church, as we have been to the present day. I grew up with traditions and rituals that were normal to me, but little did I know that it was not the same everywhere. I grew up in a culture where praise, prayer, and participation are formed through rituals. Rituals that people in my town and family have successfully made a tradition over time. I would like to share my reflection of how I have celebrated Mass and how I have been part of a tradition that I hope continues to flourish. A tradition where liturgical music is a great part of it, or I should say has become a great part of me. It is now that I reflect and I understand why I have always been singing certain songs, certain ways, on certain days. As I attended different churches this fall and got a first-hand experience listening to their different choirs and music, I was able to see how the music is how that specific church or group of people identify with. Some use more Gregorian chants and old school music, while others use modern songs with upbeat music. However, the type of music does not stop the people from participating physically and emotionally and spiritually. I believe that liturgical music is more than just music itself. In my experience, when I sing in Mass, I am singing because I want to express my emotions and elevate my spirit to a certain level that nothing can interfere with my praise and prayer. As I reflect on my past religious celebrations in my small town of origin in Baja California, Mexico, I am able to understand why the older people have a strict way of performing certain rituals and are not in agreement with a lot of change. On the other hand, the younger generations have an attraction to more modern liturgical music and creating more modern traditions. Now I know that this is due to the Second Vatican Council, how my grandma grew up with the older version of traditions, while my mother grew up adapting to the traditions after the council. Coming from a small town, learning about the history of the Catholic Mass and its music has impacted how I am able to analyze the music and identify the relation it has with the readings of the Mass. Material that I would like to share when I go back home. Not that I would want to change the traditions our close ones have created already, but to throw the idea out there and share my knowledge about liturgical music.